Zuckerberg's like, yeah, I'm going to fight Elon. And all the meta people, all the little woke nerds that live there or work there, they're all, oh my gosh, this isn't a good look for our company. They're getting on Slack, you know. I don't understand why our CEO is making us look so bad. Why is he talking about cage fighting? Boo! We're not like Twitter. I understand why a disgusting pig like Elon would want a cage fight, but Mark Zuckerberg? I thought I was working at a classy place that understood human rights. Why would he do this? Shut the up, nerd. All right, a new article today from Dana. Well, Dana's not the author of the article, but an article from today has Dana quoted as saying that Conor McGregor is in the middle of doing his paperwork to get back in the USADA testing pool. Let's go. I'm going to show that to you. All right. We're going to talk about Conor potentially coming back. We're going to show exactly what Dana said because there's also some notable stuff about the dates that they would potentially be fighting on. I hope more than anything this is true, but this article is from today at 17:59, whatever time that is, updated 17:59, whatever. Also, I'm going to talk about that, and then also we're going to talk about Chael Sonnen saying that Mark Zuckerberg called him to tell him that he has agreed to fight Elon at UFC 300, and then Zuckerberg turning around and through his Meta, press release people saying that, no, it's not true. He never called Chael. Chael said that Zuckerberg called him and said it. And then Zuckerberg is like, I never called Chael. I am going to call one of them a liar. All right. One of those two guys is lying. Okay. Now, Chael said it to Ariel on Ariel's show. Someone is lying. Guess who I'm going to say? Spoiler, it's not my friend. Zuckerberg's lying. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Then I also am going to talk about Aljamain Sterling saying that he got the Lambo, right? He got the Lambo from Dana, supposedly. Dana bought him a Lambo. And then Sean O'Malley exposed that was a total lie, that Aljamain actually rented his own Lambo and Dana was uninvolved. And so maybe Aljamain was just joking. I don't know. But then I've got the biggest story of all, absolutely by far, the biggest story by far has to do with why fighters continue to get their fingers jammed into other fighters' eyeballs, and other fighters have the health of their, vision for the rest of their life at risk all the time, when there is an actual solution. I just found this out. I just found out why. The real reason that the UFC has not implemented the curved gloves. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then when I got off the phone, I thought about it. I was like, dude, that's an unacceptable reason. Like, there's a completely unacceptable reason, because I found out that it's not about the glove design. The glove design is perfect. And I heard this from anyway, I'm going to talk about that. I might even lead off with that. That's probably the most important story out of all of this. So I am going to talk about that first, and then we'll talk about Conor and Sean and then the Zuckerberg stuff. But I want to talk about this first because this actually matters. As, dude almost got his eyeball, detached from his face by Lane on the fight on Saturday. If he ends up being able to see out of that eye, that will be a great outcome. That's how bad it was, dude. And yeah, I find the reason that they have not implemented them totally unacceptable after these conversations that I've had. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that. Like the video for me, for God's sake, and then subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will love you forever. Also, there's a few more days to join the Sheath Underwear sweepstakes this month, where we're giving away Ridge wallets. I'm going to give away 5 Ridge wallet products this month. All right. 3 Ridge wallets, 2 other Ridge wallet, accessories. And I'm doing that through the Sheath Underwear giveaway. So you got like a double giveaway. Links to both are in the description. So if you buy anything from sheathunderwear.com and you use the promo code FIRE, all right, and then you send the receipt to realjesseonfire@gmail.com, right? Then you are entered to win a Ridge wallet. If you want to buy a Ridge wallet, you will get a ridiculous discount with the Ridge wallet link below. But I'm giving a few of them away for free. So if you go to sheathunderwear.com, use the promo code FIRE, send me a receipt after using the promo code FIRE, then you are entered to win some of the free Ridge wallet stuff. Ridge wallet stuff is the bomb. Sheath stuff is the bomb. Look at that. Boom. All right. So let's talk first about the gloves. All right. Because this is a story that, has been ongoing for as long as I can remember. Guys get poked in the eye, you know, they're pawing out. It is one of the most challenging things, you know, to try to police in mixed martial arts, because you're going to stick your hand out to make a person unable to move inside of your space when you're trying to control distance, and you're in there fighting for your life, dude. Okay, yeah, I know you have to keep your fingers up. I get it, right? Like, I totally understand. But the idea that you can, with 100% success rate, not accidentally put your fingers forward, in which case you end up glancing, scratching, sticking into somebody's eye, it's not realistic, all right? And so everyone knows that Trevor Whitman has this. Well, I don't know if everybody knows. Most people know that Trevor Whitman has this glove design that will curve the fingers down, right? So they curve the finger. So it's, you know, the same as the regular gloves, but he has this patented design that curves the fingers just a little bit, right? To where, I don't know, I've never put them on, but it curves them enough to where eye pokes are not an issue. Okay? So I always assumed that the reason why UFC had continued to use the same gloves, which have led to so many injuries, to so many no contests, to so many disqualifications, all of those, the reason why must be because Trevor Whitman is a striker and a striking coach. And when it comes to the grappling side of mixed martial arts, his gloves inhibit making grips of some kind. There's got to be a reason. There has to be something about the glove design that keeps people from being able to execute mixed martial arts with the same level of efficiency that the current gloves do. Like, that was just my automatic assumption, because why else wouldn't they have implemented them, right? So after this thing happened this weekend, I reached out to a few of the people in the UFC who I consider to be elite grapplers, who are my friends, and I asked them questions, as in, is my assumption correct? You know, am I right that, like, that bottom line, like, does it inhibit your grappling at all? And they were like, no, not even a little bit. And I was like, really? They're like, not even a little bit. The gloves are perfect. They're incredible. And so a couple of, you know, like, I'm like, so why hasn't the UFC done it? A couple of them didn't know, and a couple of them did know. And here's the answer. And this is the part where I was like, wait, are you serious? This is not an acceptable answer. And the answer is Trevor Whitman, who has the patents and has the business, wants to sell gloves to the UFC, put the UFC logo on his glove design, on the gloves, sell them to the UFC. The UFC has them in the shows. People can buy them. They can practice them, whatever. And UFC wants to buy the patent. They don't want to buy the gloves. They want to buy the entire patented system. And apparently, Whitman also has the boxing gloves that are patented also. There's something about the way that those work, where you soften them up, you put your hands straight into the glove, and you never have to wrap your hands ever again. It was explained to me. It's not relevant. They're both incredibly well designed, and they're the best MMA gloves. They're the best boxing gloves, according to everyone that I talked to. So these are literally like the most credible people on the face of the earth, and all of them said they were the best gloves they've ever put on, both in MMA and in boxing. The UFC wants to buy the patents. Now, I have no idea how much money they're offering, but that is totally irrelevant. Like, literally completely irrelevant. Why? Why is that irrelevant? Simple. Okay? You want to buy the patents? Make him an offer. Fine. If he doesn't want to sell you the patents, you still need to buy the gloves, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to buy the gloves. People are getting their eyeballs poked out. People are getting injured consistently. There are people getting eye poked every single event. And it's like, all right, like, I understand you guys like to drive a hard bargain, you know. You like to kind of break balls, and you think there has to be some kind of reason that you're not implementing them related to you wanting to buy the patents from Trevor Whitman. But, like, that is not an acceptable reason at all. Like, that's, when it comes to fighter safety, you buy the gloves, you implement the gloves, and then you continue to negotiate over the patent, dude. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I heard this from multiple people, then I went and verified it from a podcast. I'm like, dude, this is unacceptable. That's an unacceptable reason. You know what I mean? Like, who cares about? I mean, I get it. You want to buy the patent, but, like, dude, people are getting their eyeballs torn out of their heads, dude. I mean, that's a little bit dramatic, but you guys understand. Like, look at that eye poke from Saturday. Lane's figure looked like it went through his eyeball. I mean, I know it didn't technically, but this dude might lose his eyesight. So I find that situation very, what's the right word? Shitty. I really don't like it. I think they should buy those gloves. I think they should implement those gloves. And I think that they should continue to negotiate over the patents if that's what they want to do. Anybody, Anyway, so that's what that is. Now, let's look at the Conor McGregor, USADA thing first, and we'll go from there. All right, so this is from today, published June 26, 2023. This is what I wanted to show you guys down here, which is here. From Dana White right here, right? Dana White still hopeful that McGregor will return in the octagon in December. In December. Okay. Yeah, there's a fight. He has to get into the USADA testing pool first. He's filling out the paperwork. I don't know how soon that will be done or what's going on, but that's his business, and he's handling that with USADA. It's all in motion. Okay, so that is a big update since yesterday. I don't know. Now, it is possible. Don't bite my head off if it turns out that quote is from some other time. I have never seen that quote before. If that is an old quote and this person who wrote this article today just put it in here, fine. But I have no idea. As far as I know, this is a new quote. Maybe it's not. Either way, Conor McGregor apparently is working on the paperwork with USADA, and it's in motion to get this moving. And like I've said a million times, you don't need 6 months. UFC is going to give him an exemption. It is what it is. So they asked, if it's for 2023. He said that's what we are shooting for. White asked when asked about McGregor returning in December. And then he said, hopefully we have a big fight at Madison Square Garden in November and then another big fight in December. Now, I am guessing that the big fight in in November and Madison Square Garden that they're targeting would be the Jon Jones and Stipe fight. That is hypothesis. I don't know that for sure. But if he's saying hopefully we have a big fight in November and then we have this one in December, I'm guessing that's what it is. That is my guess. I don't have any idea. I know, like I said yesterday in my live stream, if you haven't seen that Stipe has fought, he has signed his bout agreement for Jon Jones as of the last time. Now, I know that for sure. But that was weeks ago that I found that out. And at the time, Jon Jones had not signed the bout agreement to fight Stipe. So I don't know if there's an update there. I don't know. I know Stipe signed. I know Stipe got a new deal. And I know Stipe signed his bout agreement. And, Jon Jones is the one who they are waiting on. So I would assume that is what they're talking about for November. But I can't verify that for sure. If anybody has any idea what else it might be in November, put it in the comments because I will read them. I will definitely 100% read them. So really quick, I'll just show you guys this story on O'Malley and Aljo, and then I'll show you the Chael Sonnen and Zuckerberg thing, which is hilarious because you have conflicting stories. I don't know who's telling the truth, dude. I don't know. But here's what O'Malley said about Aljo and how he exposed that Aljo was lying, which is kind of funny.
So last week, Aljamain Sterling claimed that Dana White gifted him a Lamborghini. Aljo posted this to his Instagram. He wrote, "Thanks for the Lambo, Dana. Green looks good on me." As soon as I saw this, I figured Aljo was trolling. However, people in the comments seem to have actually bought it. Sean O'Malley on his podcast reacted to this. O'Malley says Dana didn't buy out.
First of all, I thought he was telling the truth. But I thought he was telling the truth because I know for a fact that there are former UFC champions or UFC champions where part of their agreements that they've made with the UFC was they bought them a car, really expensive car. It was like, we'll give you this and then we'll buy you a, whatever, without getting into the weeds for who I'm talking about. Cause I don't know if you guys know who drives what, but like UFC buys cars for these guys. That's not a hoax.
Aljo and reveals an Instagram post from a company called Royalty Exotic Cars. It's of Aljo in the Lambo. It says champs rent with champs.
Dana didn't give Sterling. It's the literally, okay, look at this. The people that rented him that Lambo posted on their Instagram that said champs rent from champs. You rented the Lambo.
Damn, that's fire, Aljo.
I know. I wanted to make a funny video saying, yeah, Dana just bought me a house. It's like, Dana doesn't buy new shit. That's funny, I thought.
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't O'Malley have a pink Lambo? Which is gangster as... Listen. That's the most perfectly branded car for a person ever. Sean O'Malley with a pink Lambo.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna look for it right now. Champs rent from champs.
Champs rent from champs. You share it on your story and then circle it.
That's funny.
And that's going to wrap.
That is funny, dude. That is really funny. I don't really have anything to add to that, except that I think Aljo was joking from the beginning. I think this is like a joke. Like, I think Aljo was joking from the jump, because obviously Dana's going to see it, and if Dana didn't really buy him a Lambo, then obviously Aljamain is going to know that Dana knows that he's making it up, which means he wasn't actually trying to pass that off as a real story. Or maybe he's playing 4D chess. He's all, Dana will think I'm joking, but everybody else will think it's the truth, dog. That's some 4D chess. How you like me now? Jigga jagga jigga jagga. What? What did you say? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what I said. You said something. I don't remember. All right, so now let's look at TMZ calling Chael Sonnen the king of MMA YouTube, probably the single greatest guy on the mic in the history of this sport. They're calling him a liar, dude. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm choosing to believe Chael because I don't know Zuck, and there's nothing about Zuckerberg that screams I'm more trustworthy than Chael Sonnen. But let's just get into it. Chael Sonnen was talking out of the side of his neck when he claimed Mark Zuckerberg personally called him to reveal the Elon Musk fight would go down at UFC 300. So says a rep for the Meta CEO who tells TMZ Sports no such phone conversation ever took place. I mean, listen. Why would Chael say a thing like that if it wasn't true? You know? The former UFC star made the wild declaration on the MMA Hour earlier Monday saying Zuck dialed him up to share a major update on his proposed fight with the Twitter honcho. Wait, what? Oh, the Twitter honcho, Elon. Zuckerberg contacts me because he saw the tweet that I'm coming on your show, Sonnen said. Zuckerberg told me that he's agreed to fight Elon Musk at UFC 300, and it's a very big deal. Listen. I don't know why, but I believe him, yo. I don't think he's just messing around with Ariel. I think he really called him. Let's watch it.
I didn't know you had news.
Zuckerberg.
Oh, Jesus.
Zuckerberg contacts me because he saw your tweet that I'm coming on.
Oh, my God.
Zuckerberg has told me that he has agreed to fight Elon Musk at UFC 300, and it was a very big deal. He kept bringing up like the date because Elon could never say he doesn't have something to do. He could never say that he was busy. So what do you want me to do with this? Why don't you call in? Why don't you just call in? He said, you tell Ariel. Ariel knows how to get a hold of my people. That's what he said. I delivered the message.
Is this true? Is this a shoot?
Boom. Chael would never lie to Ariel. Zuckerberg would lie to TMZ, but Chael would never lie to Ariel. Let's continue.
That just happened.
Boom. Look at his face, dude. Look at his face. You're telling me that you're going to believe Zuck over him?
Ethan is my witness, my son Thero, my dog Duke.
Wow, this
Boom, dude. He said that they were witnesses.
is a shoot?
This is a shoot.
You know what's funny? I actually DM'd him about a similar topic. So you're saying, can I repeat? You're saying
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg DM'd you because he found out.
No. I
Called
was on the phone.
What?
The phone.
You talked to him
Yes.
on the phone?
Zuck has Chael's cell number, and he called him because he said UFC 300 is on. Tell Ariel Helwani to announce it.
First time?
Yes. My face lit up Meta. By the way, I did this to impress a girl back when I was.
Chael has an Instagram, which means that Zuckerberg has his cell number. That's how he got his phone number for sure.
Because if I was at the Olympic Training Center, Colorado Springs, they had one phone. It was free, and you could call anywhere in the world, but you only got 5 minutes. And there was a person that monitored it. Anyway, when you called people, their phone, it would say United States Olympic Training Center. So I used to go there, and I had nobody to talk to. I would call every number I knew just because it. His popped up Meta. I thought it was cool, and I answered the phone.
Okay.
Boom. That's how you know it's true, because of that level of detail. I believe Chael. I don't believe Zuck. I think Zuck called him. I think Meta is embarrassed of this entire thing. You know what? Let's finish this, though. Hang on.
Okay, so, and he says, Hi, Chael. Mark Zuckerberg here. Did you ask him how he got your number?
No.
Okay.
Why would he need to ask him? He has Instagram. Every person who has Instagram, Zuckerberg has your number.
Rolled right with it like we were old friends.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we were. The way he talked to me was like we were. And I spent some time in Palo Alto. You know, Stanford used to have a wrestling program and whatnot. Frank Shamrock used to train with the Stanford team. And the way he said, I just went with it. I did the same thing when I talked to Dana White for the first time ever. He called me Chael. He says, hey, Chael. Dana. And I said, hey, like we were all, you know, I didn't have the number in my phone or anything. He said, you want to fight Anderson Silva? I said, yeah, I'll fight Anderson. He said, good, because I just went on SportsCenter and announced it.
The first time he ever... The first time he ever talked to Dana was right before he fought Anderson Silva. He had not talked to Dana one time before that. I don't know, dude. I believe him, yo. I believe him. I believe every single part of that. Zuckerberg's a liar. He's a gosh darn liar. Meta is just embarrassed of this whole thing. You know, Zuckerberg's like, yeah, I'm going to fight Elon. And all the Meta people, all the little woke nerds that live there or work there, they're all, oh my gosh, this isn't a good look for our company. They're getting on Slack, you know. I don't understand why our CEO is making us look so bad. Why is he talking about cage fighting? Boo! We're not like Twitter. I understand why a disgusting pig like Elon would want a cage fight, but Mark Zuckerberg? I thought I was working at a classy place that understood human rights. Why would he do this? Shut the fuck up, nerd. Anyway, that's what I got. Love you guys.